Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, so it's been a while since I made a video, and I think I haven't made a video because I really haven't been that excited about anything recently. So, um, as far as comics go, today's new comic book day, as you all know, and for those of you that don't know me or remember me, I'm Brian. Hi, and so it's new comic book day. So I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of the books I picked up today. It's probably kind of short as it's 12:30 in the morning and I'm a little tired. Um, I'm gonna start off with something that I picked up. I don't know why I picked it up because I'm pretty disgusted with it by now. Because mainly I didn't see any reason to relaunch this title. Of course, and along with that, the artwork inside is just it's just not good. Um, so I have nothing good to say about Uncanny Avengers #2. Um, I haven't read this one yet. It's Darth Vader #2. I mostly picked this up for my son because he and his little brother like Star Wars. So this book will be destroyed because I picked it up for you know my older kid. My son's pretty good with comics, but his little brother is still at the stage where they're pretty much fucked. Um, it's like going to comic book hell as far as the way he treats books. He reads them, he loves them, but he's not kind to them as far as collectability. So let's move on to some other books I picked up. I've got here in my little hands Thor Annual number one. I picked up the variant edition because it's the guys that do Chew. On the cover, I think his first name is Rob. I know that. I think it's Gilroy. Um, there were 3 stories in this book, and the first one was Odin. It's an old man, and apparently, Odin. I'm sorry, it's Thor. Thor is an old, king of the gods, or King Thor, and um, the earth has been wiped out. All the realms are done and gone, and the only thing Thor is doing is going to his garden, and tending his garden. And he's got 3 granddaughters that tag along, and the garden is Earth. So he's trying to make the Earth better, repopulate it as far as the vegetation goes, because all animal life apparently is dead. So his birthday's coming up, and his 3 granddaughters said the best gift they can give him is to create life on Earth. So they do, and they leave a little bit of the life building clay left for him, and he makes, instead of Adam and Eve, he makes Jane and Steve. So that story was pretty good. The middle story was about the Thor chick right now, and um, she's in a tavern having a drink, and some Asgardians are giving her crap about that because she's not Thor or whatever, and the the Warriors three, Volstagg, Heimdall, and Fendal or Fen. I don't know what his name is. I don't remember. But anyways, they end up challenging her to prove that she's worthy of the hammer, and they take her on, give her some little tasks to do that Thor had done, and she's like, I don't need to prove myself to you. I know the hammer's picked me as worthy. I know I'm worthy. And then at the end, they're like, well, why'd you go along with it? She's like, oh, because it was fun, basically. And then this last one was the story, and I guess it was written by CM Punk, who I'm not familiar with the guy because I don't watch wrestling, but um, Thor's trying to prove himself worthy of wielding the hammer, and I guess he's doing this by proving what a mighty drinker he is, and he beats the mightiest drinkers everywhere. And Mephisto comes along, and Loki sides with Mephisto, tries to trick Thor anyways. So it's that. It was a fun little story. Next up, I've got from IDW, I've got Dave. This book was actually really entertaining. Dave is a defense robot, and he's basically working an office job now that he's no longer commissioned as a defense robot, and he's pretty much in a midlife crisis. This was a fun book. I recommend it. It's fun to read, and I enjoyed it. And I'll let you figure it out. Spider-Man 2099. I was gonna dumped this after Edge Spider-Verse, but I guess with Secret Wars coming up, they're going to be ending the story anyways, or this book anyway. So I'll just keep reading it. This story was surprisingly good. I'm looking forward to the next issue, and it's, for me, that's saying quite a bit for a book that I plan on dumping anyways. And here's one that I was enjoying as far as the first issue. Issue 2 was okay. It was artist was Ramos. I didn't really like it that much, and I really didn't like this issue at all either. I get the feeling that it's pretty much becoming a Marvel team-up book with Coulson and whatever hero they decide to team him up with. It's pretty much lost my interest. All new X-Men regular cover. The artwork or the story was good as far as it's following the Black Vortex. Actually, you know what? It's the Black Vortex thing, and to be honest, it was pretty wacky. Shit just happened out of nowhere, and I'm not a fan of the artwork in this book at all. It pretty much sucked. So, but it's part of the Black Vortex thing, so I read it. Did not enjoy the artwork at all. But I did enjoy the cover for the variant here. I thought that was pretty awesome. Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, it's Amazing Spider-Man 15, Spider-Verse Epilogue. This was a pretty good story. This dude, Giuseppe Camugello, whatever. Anyways, he pretty much killed the artwork in it. It was good stuff. I'm looking forward to more from that guy. Chew number 46. As always, Chew is a fun book to read, and it's got this little gummy bear dude. He's not really gummy bear, he's D-Bear or something. I haven't run into him before in any of the Chew books that I've been fortunate enough to read. I don't have them all, and I haven't read them all, so I'm not sure when Tony and he first met, but they don't seem to like each other much. But Tony needed a new partner due to issues issues that arose in the last issue of the book. Low number 6. The artwork in this is still awesome. The story is moving along at a nice clip, and Reminder is nailing it. And I'm looking forward to the next issue. If you've been reading that at all, you know the one daughter who's been captured, and she basically jumped back in the suit, and she's abandoned everything, and she's going off to find her sister. Spider-Gwen issue 1. I love this cover. It's the regular cover. The story inside was pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the interior art, but I did enjoy the book, and I'm actually looking forward to it. It surprised me. It was more interesting and more fun than I was expecting because, to be honest, you only really saw a little bit of her throughout the Spider-Verse, and I wasn't very impressed with Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, so I did enjoy this book, surprisingly. Then because there's a Scotty Young variant, I picked that up. You know I love me some Scotty Young. I don't know who did this cover. Anka, something like that, I guess. But I picked this up because it's pretty good. Actually, I really do like this cover a lot. I think the guy nailed it. It looks great. Except for her shoes. I still don't like her shoes. It looks like she's wearing slippers. But Spider-Gwen, another variant cover. That's the last book. Actually, no. Hold on. Yep, no, it's the last book. This last book I got, it's a great book. I found it in a dollar bin. So I'm pretty happy to have it. But it's Edge of Spider, or it's Spider-Gwen number 1. Found it in a dollar bin. Can you believe that? If you do, you're foolish, because I didn't pay $1 for that. I paid a lot more than a fucking $1, but I didn't pay as much as a lot of people on eBay are paying right now. I'm happy to have it. It's you guys all know it's the Adam Hughes cover, Spider-Gwen cover. A lot of hype over Spider-Gwen and Silk in number 1, or the Adam Hughes cover. There's a lot of hype over it. I paid with my store discount, I paid about $112 for it. So I made out like a bandit, I think, compared to what other people are paying. Oh, and I didn't get the silk variant last week. I just got the regular silk book and the Scotty Young cover. We had, I guess, we had a speculator come in the store, and he wiped out the shelf of all the silk books, silk number ones. So yeah, it forced the store to institute for Spider-Gwen, a two copy limit on the Spider-Verse, or I'm sorry folks, on the Spider-Gwen book, we only allowed them people to buy 2 copies of the regular cover and one of each variant. And it's a shame that you have to do something like that, but the guy that came in last week, he went and, just cleaned us out. So all the other customers came to the store weren't able to, get a copy of a book that they would want for their collection, not to speculate on. So that was kind of messed up that, that we had somebody do that. But, and then the really screwed up part is if he had come in the store ahead of time and asked us to order order books for him, we would have ordered him as many copies as he wanted, and we probably would have given him a discount on top of that. But yeah, so now it's messed things up as far as that. And that's pretty much it, folks. It's really a short video for me, so thanks for watching. Good night. Goodbye.